So, good day everyone. Good day, sir. Before we start, let me introduce myself. I am Venus Hyson, the first reporter. And today we're going to discuss about the Philippine Government Science and Technology Agenda. So, we have here the introduction. The Philippine Government Science and Technology Agenda is a comprehensive plan developed by the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, to guide the country's research and development efforts. The agenda is designed to address the Philippine most pressing challenge and promote economic growth and social progress through the application of science and technology. So, this plan was made by the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST. So, this is to guide the country's research and development. So, ang ilang main goal ani is to solve our nation's most important problems, but at the same time, makahelp siyang improve sa economy and the lives of Filipinos through science and technology. So, the current Science and Technology Agenda covers the period from 2017 to 2022 and focuses on the following areas. So, naatay 5 areas diri. First is agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources. This improve food security and increase agricultural productivity, develop sustainable aquaculture and fisheries, and enhance conservation and management of natural resources. So, for the first area, which is agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources. So, kaning aquatic, muna siyang fish or fishery or anything related to water. So, kaning area is nakafocus siya sa atong food security. So, this means, gina-make sure nga we have enough food by the improving farming and increasing productivity. It also includes developing sustainable aquaculture and fisheries. So, we don't run out of resources in the future. Kaning aquaculture is like agriculture in water. Pareha ng fish farming, pareha ng like tilapia or seaweed farming, basta anything related to water. Muna siya ang aquatic resources. So, this area, it aims to protect and manage our natural resources better, so they can be used by the next generation. So next, number 2, health and medical research. Develop innovative health technologies and solutions, improve access to healthcare services, and strengthen research and development in the fields of biotechnology and genomics. So for the second area, which is health and medical research, so this agenda is nakafocus siya on creating new health technologies and solutions na makahelp sa people or sa ato. It also aims to make healthcare more accessible, especially for those people nga nanginanglan ana. And lastly, to strengthen research in biotechnology and genomics. Excuse me. So kaning biotechnology, muna siya ang the use of living things to make useful products. Example ani is making vaccines, producing insulins. And kaning genomics, muna siyang the study of all genes in organism or studying in human DNA. So this research daw are very important for improving healthcare and finding cures for diseases. So muna siya atong second area. Next is number 3, industry, energy, and emerging technology. Promote the development of high-value products and services, enhance the competitiveness of industries, encourage the adoption of clean and renewable energy sources, and develop emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, and nanotechnology. So, for the third area, nakafocus siya on improving industries and technology. Ang gusto sa government is makadevelop silang high-value products and services. Example, electronics, food processing, or IT services that can compete globally. It also supports using clean and renewable energy sources like solar, wind, or hydropower instead of relying too much on fossil fuels. So another goal is to develop modern technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, and nanotechnology. Example, robots sa factories, it can make production faster. Or nanotechnology, it can be used in making better medicines. So muna siya itong third area about improving industries and technology. Next, number 4, disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation. Develop strategies to mitigate the impact of natural disasters, enhance the resilience of communities and critical infrastructure, and promote sustainable development practices to address climate change. So, for the fourth area, is about preparing for disasters and the effects of climate change. Since the Philippines is often hit by the typhoons, earthquakes, and floods, so strategies are needed to reduce their impact. Example, building stronger evacuation centers, early warning system, and better flood control project. And it also focuses on making communities and infrastructure stronger, like building earthquake-resistant houses and bridges. And lastly, it promotes sustainable practices like tree planting or proper waste management to help address the climate change in the long run. So mata siya atong fourth area about preparing disasters and effect of climate change. So number 5, last number, education, science, and technology culture, and human resource development. Strengthen science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM education. Promote a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. Develop the skills and competences of the workforce to meet the demands of future economy. So the fifth or last area is focus on people, especially education and skills. So first, we have strengthen science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM education, so students are better prepared for the future. Example, improving science labs in school or teaching coding and robotics to students. It also promotes innovation and entrepreneurship, encouraging young people to create new business or invention. And lastly, it helps develop the skills of workers so they can adapt the changing economy. So example ani is mag-train ang workers sa pag-use sa digital tools or teaching farmers sa modern farming methods so maka-adapt sila sa changing economy. Muna siya nga to ang fifth area. So the Philippine Science and Technology Agenda is aligned with the country's long-term development goals. It aims to build a strong and sustainable science and technology system that will contribute to national growth and development. So this agenda daw is prepares for the Philippines to face the challenges, improve people's lives, and more towards a better future through science and technology. So that's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Alpha Mayo Giwanan, the second reporter. So I'm going to report my topic. So my topic is all about major development programs and personalities in S&T in the Philippines. So first, Department of Science and Technology, DOST. The DOST is the primary government agency responsible for the formulation and implementation of S&T policies, plans, and programs in the Philippines. So ang DOST mo na siya ang unang ahensya sa gobyerno nga responsibilidad sa paghimo og pagpaimplementa sa mga palisiya, plano ug programa sa science and technology sa Pilipinas. So the second is Balik Scientist Program. This program was established by the DOST to encourage Filipino scientists and researchers working abroad to return to the Philippines and contribute to the country's S&T development. So kini siya nga programa nag-encourage sa mga Filipino scientists and researchers working abroad nga naa sa laing nasod nga mobalik sa Pilipinas aron makahelp sa kalambuan sa science ug mga technology sa Pilipinas. So the third is National Science and Technology Week, NSTW. The NSTW is an annual event that aims to showcase the latest advancement in S&T in the Philippines and promote science awareness and appreciation among the public. So The NST is an annual event. Annual event is kanang tinuig nga kalihukan nga nagpakita sa bagong kalambuan sa science and technology sa Pilipinas. Then ginapromote sa science ang public awareness. So the fourth is Science Education Institute, SEI. The SEI is a unit of the DOST that is responsible for the development and implementation of science education programs and scholarships. So, kani siya si SEI is part ni siya sa DOST nga ga-focus sa paghimo og mga programa sa science education programs and scholarships. So, the fifth is Philippine Nuclear Research Institute, PNRI. The PNRI is the National Nuclear Research Center of the Philippines and is responsible for research and development in the fields of nuclear science and technology. So in short, si PNRI mao na siya ang National Research Center para sa Science and Technology diri sa Pilipinas. So ang ginatawag diay sa Science and Technology diri sa Pilipinas mao na ang Philippines Nuclear Research Institute.
Good day, everyone. My name is Eliza Labay, and I'm continuing the report. Number 6, Dr. Jose Rizal. Although not a science and technology, Dr. Jose Rizal is considered a significant figure in Philippine science and technology history. He was a polymath who made significant contributions to fields such as ophthalmology, ethnography, and linguistics, and among others. Dr. Jose Rizal is recognized as a significant figure in Philippine science and technology history due to his extensive intellectual pursuits and contributions across multiple disciplines. Dr. Jose Rizal is polymath, meaning he possesses knowledge and expertise in a wide array of subjects. And even though he was not only about science, he was interested in it and used science in some of his work, like studying eyes or ophthalmology. Rizal's medical training and practice, particularly in ophthalmology, allowed him to perform eye surgeries, restoring sight to many. Beyond this, Rizal engaged in engineering, designing water system in Dapitan, agriculture and natural history, collecting specimens, and corresponds with European scientists. His intellectual curiosity and dedication to empirical observation embody the scientific spirit, paving the way for future scientific inquiry in the country. And Dr. Jose Rizal is important because he showed that Filipinos can be great at many things, including science. Number 7, Gregorio Y. Zara, or known as the father of Philippine invention. Zara was a physicist and inventor who made significant contribution to the fields of engineering and technology, including the development of the first video phone. Gregorio Y. Zara, the father of Philippine invention, or Zara is like the invention king of the Philippines. He is a scientist and inventor. He invented the first video phone, which is like the ancestor of video calls we use today. His most notable invention was the first video phone, developed in 1955. This groundbreaking device allowed two-way video and telephone communication, a concept far ahead of its time and a direct precursor to modern video conferencing. This innovation shows Filipino ingenuity and foresight in communication technology. Number 8, Angel C. Alcala. Alcala is a marine biologist and environmentalist who has made significant contributions to the study and conservation. Angel C. Alcala, he is like a marine doctor of the Philippines. champion of marine conservation. Angel C. Alcala is a highly respected marine biologist and environmentalist whose work has been crucial for understanding and protecting the rich marine biodiversity of the Philippines. 9. Dr. William Padolina. Ang Padolina is a chemist and a former secretary of the Department of Marine Ecosystem in the Philippines. Science and Technology. He has been recognized for his contribution to the development of the chemical industry in the Philippines. Dr. William Padolina is a distinguished chemist and a key figure in Philippine science administration, having served as a former secretary of the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST. As a chemist, Padolina's scientific contributions focus on development and application of chemical knowledge. He is specifically recognized for his significant contributions to the development of the chemical industry in the Philippines. And this involved fostering research and innovation in chemical progresses, promoting the local production of chemical compounds, and ensuring the industry's growth aligned with national development goals. His tenure as the secretary underscored his leadership in shaping national science and technology policies and programs, bridging scientific research with industrial application and economic development. And this individual collectively present the diverse and impactful contribution of Filipinos to science and technology, spanning from foundational scientific inquiry and invention to to environment conservation and industrial development, all critical for the nation's progress. And that's all. Next reporter.
Hello everyone. Hello sir. I am the next reporter. My name is Virgo Maricuri Manatad and this is my topic. The Philippine Government S&T Agenda. The Department of Science Technology, or DOST, direct and coordinate national scientific and technological effort and develop policy for country development. So, the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, leads the country in the Philippines or technology. They are guide research and make policy to help the Philippines grow and develop. Okay, next. Dr. Jaime C. Montoya, Exclusive Director of the Philippine Council for Health Research and Development, or PCHRD, presented the National Health S&T Agenda, which outlined DOST's health research priorities. Thus, include diagnostic for disease, herbal drug development, function food, biomedical devices, ICT for health, dengue, nutrition, food safety, disaster risk reduction, and health and climate change. Dr. Montoya also explained the PCHRD's proposal processes and offered support for research aligning with the agenda. So, Dr. Jaime Montoya is the Philippine Council for Health Research and Development, explained the National Health S&T agenda. This agenda focuses on health research such as finding better way to direct disease, making herbal medicine, developing health food, creating the medical devices, using technology for health, studying dengue, nutrition, food safety, disaster preparation, and affect the climate change. He also shared how research can propose project and get support if their research match the agenda. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. My name is Regine Labay, and today we're going to tackle about the dust functions. So, first is formulate and adapt a comprehensive national science and technology plan, and monitor and coordinate its funding and implementation. So this means that this function task DOST with the responsibility sa paghimo sa overarching plan nga mag-guide sa country's science and technology initiatives. So, example ani is DOS creates a national science and technology plan nga nag-focus pareha sa renewable energy, food security, and healthcare innovation. So, second is promote, assist, and where appropriate, undertake scientific and technological research and development in areas identified as vital to the country's development. So this means that this function highlights those rules sa pag-support and conduct research and development or R&D activities ng crucial sa Philippines progress. Ang example na niya is healthcare, agriculture, energy, and environment. So, third is promote and develop of indigenous technology and the adaptation and innovation of suitable imported technology. And in this regard, undertake technology development up to commercial stage. Explains nga nag-emphasize sa DOS rule in fostering technological self-reliance and economic growth through indigenous technology development, adaptation, and innovation of imported technology and commercialization. So, number 4 is undertake design and engineering works to complement research and development functions. So, number 4 is thus take engage in practical design and engineering projects nga ga-support og enhance sa research and development efforts. Nagpasabot siya nga ang DOS dili lang kay ga-conduct og research, it also applies the findings to create tangible product, system, or solution. And number 5 is promote, assist, and where appropriate, undertake the transfer of the results of scientific and technological research and development to their end users. Pasabot is, nag-focus siya to ensure nga ang knowledge and technologies developed through R&D or research and development activities nga crucial sa Philippines progress. That's all. Thank you.
Number 6. Promote, assist, and where appropriate, undertake the technological services needed by agriculture, industry, transport, and the general public. So, is actively supporting and providing technological services for agriculture industry, transportations, and the general public, even directly and needed. Number 7. Develop and maintain an information system and data bank on science and technology. So, establish and continuously update those centralized information system and database focus on science and technology to provide accessible knowledge and resources. So, for example, is developing a system to attract and analyze trends in technological innovations and scientific publications, and implement programs for strengthening scientific and technological capabilities through transfer training, infrastructures, and institutions building. So, these actions program that boost scientific and technological abilities by investing in training people, building facilities, and strengthening organizations. So, ang ko ang example kay ang sa manpower training. Sa manpower training kay sa scholarship. So, providing financial aid for student to pursue science and technology related courses. 9. Promote public consciousness in science and technology, and so this involves actively raising the general public awareness, understanding, and appreciations of scientific advancement and technological innovations. So here is my example. Educational TV programs and documentaries, the produce and broadcasting engaging content that explain complex scientific topic in the accessible way. Number 10. Undertake policy research, technology assessment, feasibility, and technical studies. These innovations conducting in-depth investigations into policies, technologies, and projects to determine their viability and impact and potential for success.
Good day, sir. My name is Jermark Mawa from BSHM 2A. My topic is other major development programs and personalities in S&T in the Philippines. The primary public research performers in the Philippines are the 7 RD Institute, Advanced Science and Technology Institute, Food and Nutrition Research Institute, Forest Products Research and Development Institute, Industrial Technology Development Institute, Metal Industry Research and Development Center, Philippine Nuclear Research Institute, and Philippine Textile Research Institute. Other key research bodies include the Philippines Institute for Development Study and the International Rice Research Institute. Sectoral planning councils also provide funding for specific initiatives, though this allocation can be limited. Example for development programs, these are government and institutional efforts like the Balik Scientist Program, encouraging Filipino scientists abroad to return, and Project NOAA for disaster risk management. Another one, research institute organization like the Advanced Science and Technology Institute or ASTI and International Rice Research Institute or IRRI conduct important research. These programs and personalities aim to boost the Philippines' capabilities in science, technology, and innovation for national development, addressing challenges like disaster management, food security, and industrial growth. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Jessamine Jimenez. My topic is renewable energy development. What is renewable energy development? The Philippines is implementing two renewable energy development projects. Renewable energy is energy derived from natural resources that are replenished at a higher rate than they are consumed. Sunlight and wine, like for the other Southeast Asia's countries, the Philippines faces the challenges of a rapidly growing population, growing energy demand, and climate change. So that um, kani siya nga gahatag siya og energy, sunlight and wine. Like for example, kung ahagagikan ang energy nga atong ginadungag para madayon ang energy resources og gadala siya og bag-o or dako nga energy nga naara sa atong palibot nga ginagamit nato, which is mao na siya ang electric or mga energies nga naa diri nga ginagamit nato always. So constantly help replenish renewable energy resources or sources are abundant and all about and all around us. So next um, next is social welfare development and reform project. So is an organized initiative often supported by international organization to improve a government's social protection programs and services. Ga-focus siya sa mga organization nga ga-help siya sa social welfare, nga ga-connect siya sa mga poverty or ga-kuan siya sa social protection program and service focusing on a better targeting referency and outcomes to reduce poverty and enhance well-being. So dito siya ga-focus siya sa sa kanang pagtabang sa mga naglisod, sa mga pobre, and isa pud ni siya ka example atong 2014 to 2014 hangtod ron nga nag-start ang kuan like the Philippines Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino programs, like which is mao siya ang purpose. So di ba ang purpose is dako ka siya tabang sa mga purpose, dako ka siya og kanang kuan ka-improve sa mga estudyante, sa mga naglisod o sa mga kanang kabos nga kanang walang-wala na kay sila sa nasakop aning purpose is maski sa ilang pag-eskwela ma-provide ani nga programs. So, ang Pantawid Pamilya is the project involves conditionally cash transfer to poor families for health and education. So, mo to akong giingon ganina nga nakatabang jud siya sa pag-eskwela sa mga sa mga sa mga naglisod, sa mga bata nga wala nag-eskwela, nga wala dili sila maka-provide sa ilang panginahanglan sa pag-eskwela, o nakaano pud siya, dako pud kay siya benepisyo sa mga tao nga kanang gusto mag-eskwela kay ginatabang sila ani nga program, kay tungod ani nga purpose dako kaayo og kanang tabang diri sa atong lugar. Dako kay siya kuan sa Pilipinas, kay bisan asa ta nga lugar na ana nga program, nanana ang purpose sa bisan asa ta nga kuan. Then gaano pud siya ga reduce siya sa mga poverty and improve human capital. So syempre ang uban nga mga ano karon, mga purpose is nana sila mga nindot nga balay, nana sila kanang nanagali na nga graduate na nga mga purpose. So nanapoy bag-o karon nga mga programs daghan na kaayo, aside sa purpose daghan na kay mga programs nga ga aside ga tabang sa mga pobre, sa mga kabus. So ano jud kay ang social welfare development dako ka siya og tabang diri sa atong lugar. So next is flood funding in Metro Manila is a continuous issues with the Philippines government allocating. So, kani siya is ga-flood siya sa nationwide for the flood control. Dati ano ang Metro Manila o 545 billion sa nationwide for flood control. Protect between it comes from a mix of national government allocation such as the proposed 2026 which is 2026 ga ano siya ga kamulo siya og kuan, then 274.9 billion budget and international sources like the World Bank and all this is Metro Manila Flood Management Project. The flood control budget scandal shows how poor financial management directly impacts economic stability. Corruption result in higher borrowing, possible infection, and devalued currency. Is Cebu Bus Rapid Transit Project. Cebu City is experiencing increased vehicle acceleration due to rising incomes, leading to safety concern like traffic, congestion, accidents, and pollution. Ang Bus Rapid Transit or BRT isa ka system sa publikong transportasyon nga ginahimo para mo-grow ang kapasidad o kasaligan ang gahuot nga mga syudad. Gibase nila kini sa mga dedicated road lines nga dili magamit sa mga sakyanan gawa sa mga dagkong bus nga ginapadagan sa kampanya sa BRT. So that's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Shaira Makalam and today I'll be discussing to you about the science education in the Philippines. So first, we all know that science is taught from elementary to college following the K-12 program, right? But the science education here in the Philippines is developed siya but the faces of many challenges. The challenges that I'm talking about here are like the lack of equipment to schools, teaching materials, and a proper laboratories. So with these challenges, it can hinder the students' skills to develop and enhance their knowledge to understand more deep when it comes to science. So to make things better, the curriculum has been updated to make science more relevant to students' everyday life. Under the curriculum, science and technology, the goal is to help students understand how science affects not just their own lives but the world as a whole, especially in terms of technological advances. Since the curriculum is flexible, which means it gives a path for the students nga magpadayon og college and sa mga students nga mag-job out to find work sooner. So with that, still, overall, science education helps students improve their problem-solving skills, comprehension, communication, and analytical skills. These skills are very beneficial for personal growth and set students up for the success in the future, no matter which path they choose to take. So next is the selected indigenous science and technologies. Filipino indigenous cultural communities or the ICCs are groups with shared language, customs, and traditions occupying ancestral lands. Numbering around 12 million, they predominantly reside in sensitive upland and coastal areas. So, the indigenous science and technologies refer to the traditional knowledge and mga practices by the indigenous communities. Kani nga mga pamagi kay pass down na siya through generation to help sustain the ecosystem and promote sustainable living. Example, ani kay ang Ifugao's Banawi rice terraces for farming, ang damuyong or the private woodlot. Ang kaning muyong or private woodlot is a traditional forest management system practiced by the Ifugao. So, kani siya is, tapad na siya sa rice banawi terraces. And, kaning muyong kay gahata siya mga, gatag siya pagkaon sa mga gapuyo dito. Like fruits, herbs, or mga medicinal plants. Ka-provide siya. Then, if need po sila og mga firewood, dira po sila gakuha sa moyong. The next is the Nuno's traditional biodiverse within. So, kani ang biodiverse within is a traditional farming technique that has been practiced for thousands of years na. Ga-involve ni siya by clearing land, by cutting and burning vegetation, followed by planting crops in the nutrient-rich, ash-amended soil. So, muna siya ang biodiverse within. And the next is the fish conservation practices of the Magat and the communities of herbal medicine. So, kaning mga pamaagi kay connected sa environment and local culture because even with the rapid development, still the communities made efforts to make sure that their indigenous knowledge system and practices are safe. And that's all. Thank you for listening.